Not too much, Tony. How are you?
Doing great. All right, here we go tonight. Sun Belt College basketball. We have Georgia State here to host Troy. Troy favored on the road, 2.5 total, 131.5.
Yeah, Troy here. They're 6-4 against the spread in the last 10. You got Georgia State 3-2-2 against the spread in their last 10 here. Troy is looking, to continue this 3-game win streak they're on. And Georgia State, they're looking to get back on track after back-to-back losses here. The Panthers really haven't been, home tested yet. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out today when Troy comes in. They are averaging 76 points a game, only giving up a 65 on defense. The Panthers, on the other hand, kind of struggling on offense, where they only produce about 67 points a game, but, they are pretty decent on defense themselves, only allowing 64 here, this season so far. One of the things that's kind of really the mismatch is kind of like what I talked about is the difference in this offensive efficiency. I really think it's going to be hard to keep, Troy down here when they're just better on both ends of the court. On this one, I kind of think, that Troy's going to get it done here, minus 2.5 points today.
All right, Mindy, he says, go ahead and take Troy, lay the 2.5 here, up from 2 against Georgia State. Looking at some of these conference numbers, yeah, Georgia's looking at these conference numbers right now. It's not that's not looking very good here for Georgia State. Just really struggling here shooting the basketball. 11th in the Sun Belt, 27% from 3, 44% shooting inside. That's just not getting it done. Of course, near the bottom of the Sun Belt here in turnovers.
Yeah, and then if you take a look at just a little bit smaller sample, like just the last 3 games, it kind of gets even a little bit worse for them. You know, uh, Basically, the way it looks is, Troy is, only allowing 59 points over the last 3, and you already have now a Georgia State team that's ranked 300th on offense, only scoring, 95 here per 100. And also, they only put up 47 points. Did this Georgia State team against a team like James Madison? So, I mean, I think it's just going to be the lack of scoring in this one for Georgia State, even though they may be able to hold Troy down in this one. But I still think Troy has the advantage and should be able to take them here at home. I mean, Georgia State only 3-5 against the spread at home as well.
Yeah, Troy tops in defensive efficiency against Sun Belt home teams, 25% from 3, just 40% shooting around the bucket. And they're best at forcing turnovers. They're facing a team that turns it over. So there you go. Troy laying 2.5 against Georgia State. This one will start here at 7 Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at TonySpix.com for today's action. We sold 1,551 units of profit. Great results here over the last 30 days, showing great profit here yesterday over the last, actually for 2023 as well. We have a little bit of everything up here: college basketball, some hockey, some NBA. Bigger card than usual for a Thursday in NBA. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've been seeing the card pretty well lately. I actually have, come in pretty heavy today in college basketball. Put up 2 7 packs today. I did a 6 o'clock tip my time, 6 o'clock, and then an 8 o'clock clock tip off. So 2 separate 7 packs there that you can pick up for only $45. And then, if I take a look at this NHL card, that's where I had I was a little bit struggling this morning, but we went through it here in detail on the show this morning. So I came up with a 5 pack here. In the NHL was 1-0 yesterday, plus 2,045 units here this NHL season. So you can definitely go ahead and pick up a 5 pack in the NHL. Feel confident with that. And then also, I only came up with one play today in the NBA. Went 2-0 yesterday, 10-4 over the last 7 days here, plus 557 units. So again, like I said, I feel like I've been, hitting pretty well. So you should have confidence in me, be able to pick up one of those packages to help you go ahead and increase that bankroll here for a big weekend. But instead of getting those, like Tony said, a la carte, why don't you just go ahead and get a longer pass, a 3-day pass, 7-day pass, or 30-day pass? That will get you the bigger bang for your buck. It's going to get that per unit play down so you can pour more units on your winnings. So yeah, make sure when you buy any of those packages, use the promo code TonyT at checkout.
That's right. Use Tony T at checkout. You'll save 20% off all premium pack patches. Of course, right now over at TonySpeaks.com, Mindy here with a 7-pack here from college basketball. So go ahead and get signed up there. Also in action with different start times with these college basketball. Looks like we got 7 Eastern and 9 Eastern time start times here for you guys out there on College Hoops Play. A 3-pack, then a 7-pack. And of course, in action here with an NHL Blockbuster 5-pack up there as well. And of course, the NBA Best Bet from Mindy right now on that 6-game card. So get on board there with Mindy Hahne over at Tony Speaks. You've seen the results. He's been on fire here over on the site. And of course, the longer term passes, those will serve you well. Mindy mentioned that 3, 7, or 3rd-day all sports pass. You get all Mindy's premium plays for that period of time. I would say at the very least get a 7-day because you want to get the 7 days here of all of Mindy's plays from NBA, college basketball, the NHL, and of course the NFL playoffs, right? We got the NFL playoffs coming up here on Saturday, already. Sunday, and Monday. So we got 3 days of NFL. There you roll there with Mindy with that 7-day pass. You can also use the promo code, as we said, Tony T at checkout, and you'll be able to save 20% off that price right now. And as a matter of fact, let's do the math for you. That amounts to about $36 off that 1-week all sports pass. Again, access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, and you'll line up right on her page and get on signed up. You can check out all the great records that she's posted up here, as well as the plays here for the day that are in orange, which are profit guarantee, meaning they must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for site credits. That is profit guarantee. As well as the longer term passes, which are not because they're sold at a substantial discount already. Or if you prefer, you can do you can just purchase their a la carte on the pick ticker with team versus team information there from Mindy's card today. As you can see, so there's a lot of action in there. Pick the game you choose. You can do that by buying a la carte. Of course, the most profitable, but most way to save money is the long-term pass. Then the 1-day passes up here you see there as well. Pick ticker is also in orange, so it is profit guarantee as well. All right. Mindy, as always, great having you on the show. But we also want note of your Twitter account. Tony's Picks Mindy is where you're at on Twitter. We put a Twitter account for you here up there, and of course, that morning steam looks like you got the show. You got through your week, and looking at a day off tomorrow.
I'm always excited for the day off. So yeah, it's kind of like my Friday today. So, it makes me feel pretty good that I can maybe, sleep in another couple hours tomorrow. So pretty happy for that. But yeah, you can catch me on Twitter where I have another game in the NCAA college basketball realm here tonight. So go ahead and make sure you check that out. And then also we will be back on Saturday early with a pretty big show. I think we almost have 30 plays here, it looks like, on Saturday because we're going to be covering about 3 games in the NFL. So to make sure you can get the right line moves, get in on that action for these playoff games. We did go ahead and cover one of the NFL games here today between the Seattle Seahawks and 49ers. So make sure you check that out. It's pretty easy to find all of our videos on Tony's YouTube channel. You can just go ahead and type in the game name and the morning steam, and you will find us. Pretty easy stuff. But yeah, we'll be back on Saturday to cover the rest of the NHL card, NBA card, and of course, like I said, a little bit of college basketball and the NFL. So make sure you don't miss. It's not a must miss, that's for sure. It's a must join, and we're really enjoying our time there.
That's right, guys. Check out Mindy and Ramon here on that morning steam show. Tune in Saturday through Thursday here at 9 a.m. Eastern time on our YouTube channel as well as Twitter. And of course, if you missed any of the shows, you can catch it. The replay is archived right now over on our channel at TonySpeaks.com. And also, if you're at work right now, well, just go to our podcast over on all major platforms. Just search Tony's Picks, and you'll find all our picks in podcast form. All of our shows in podcast form. Just find Morning Steam, and there you'll be able to find it, the show, and then listen as you run home. Of course, you truckers out there, all of our picks are up there on the podcast for all of our full length shows as well. Check it out. It is the Morning Steam on our podcast, Tony's Picks. All right, Mindy, as always, good to have you on the show. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
All right, I will see you then. Have a good night.
You too, Mindy.